Joining a crew in 1996 is what led me to tagging in the first place. There was a lot of guys that I knew from elementary school that were all forming up together and they were all starting to tag around the same time. And this entry of mine into the graffiti world through a crew, and especially through a crew of my friends, really flavors my experience as a graff writer. And with there being so many writers in the mix, naturally there were a lot of crews in the city. And getting to know new writers and getting to join up together, move in the same direction, and go out and bomb together is one of my favorite things about tagging in the 90s. And all throughout the time that I tagged, I probably belonged to 5 or 6 crews. And while some of these crews overlap with each other, I got to meet some new folks when I would join a new crew, and my recognition level would rise when I would join some of these more well-known and more established crews. This was especially the case when I joined NBK around the time that I stopped tagging. NBK was mostly a bus hopping and bombing crew, but they were up in a lot of parts of San Francisco, and I just had my name attached to something that was bigger than me and greater than me. But more than anything else, it was this collective feeling of we're all in this together. It's all these different types of people, and we all have the same common goal, and that's go bomb. And while you can go out and bomb by yourself, and a lot of people do, especially nowadays, I just can't overstate how much that collective feeling, if you've never felt that, if you've never felt like you were on the same page with a bunch of different people, if you never felt the feeling of having a bunch of different types of people all moving in the same direction towards the same goal, I recommend you try it. And it doesn't have to be a graffiti thing. There's clubs you can join, there's unions you can join, there's a lot of different things, especially in current times, that you could be a part of that'll give you that feeling. But when you add in that extra element of graff is not legal and it's looked down upon, it makes that solidarity between us all the more stronger. And some of what I understand now about how groups come to be, how they exist, how they dissolved, was learned during my time as a graffiti writer. And as somebody that's constantly looking to just understand the world, to understand different group segments and how they affect my life and everybody's life, having this starting point as a graffiti writer has helped me out greatly. But even if I put all this to the side and say that this doesn't apply to me, there's just still something to be said, as I've talked about before, about getting together with everybody and everybody coming together and bombing. There's just a feeling that you get, and there's memories that I have that can't be bought and they can't be replaced, and I only have them because I joined crews.